Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we are over on a map called Stonehenge. It's not a map that you see all too often, although we have seen it a few times, but it's not like a super common one. Very detailed here in the middle in the little town, and up in the north we have a player called Shaye, or Raging K as he's sometimes called, and he is with the DoMiNaToR in the yellow color. Then we got all the way down in the south, we have none other than Fargo himself, also with the DoMiNaToR. Sold the CC already. I never realized actually we have a guy there on the floor. And then he's going for a, of course, double supply. As you would imagine, he's playing in the blue color. So, very important parts on this map, mainly in the middle, getting hold of these garrisons and getting security of those oils, but also this big supply here on the left-hand side. Wow. 7,000 on each of those crates. That's double normal. See if I look over here, that's like 3.7. So that's almost double. And we've got Shaye actually going for a... it's a very good position for a tunnel, I think, because you might be able to get inside there and outrange that tunnel. I don't know, it's going to be pretty close, actually. Over on the right, something has gone down. Didn't quite see what that is, but it looks like a Fargo tunnel, I think. And Shaye already going for the oil in the center. He's also going for the oil on the right, so looking like quite a good opener there for him. Fargo with an aggressive technical down the middle. Is he going to be able to stop that? Not so sure. He has moved his rebel anyway. Fargo brings a rebel of his own and clears out that building. And he denies that worker as well. So nice denial there by Fargo so far. Fargo also secured himself an oil over here on the right-hand side, his safe one. And Shaye's also secured his safe one. Fargo's ready to get this supply. He is going to lose that technical, loses the rebel inside there as well. And Shaye's now going to expand to a third, and Fargo going to expand to a third. So pretty much the same kind of build order from both players so far. But I think Shaye's got a slightly better position tunnels for the oil, and Fargo's got a slightly better position over here for this supply. Now, you could argue in the short term, this supply is probably better because these oils can eventually be TNT'd and go down. Nice tech RPG there from Fargo. The tunnel with the crazy range, or seemingly crazy range. Shooting down these RPGs, and a nice denial there for Fargo once again. So I think Fargo is leading at the moment, as long as he builds a nice number of workers here. And also here, his economy is going to be ahead whilst he's denying the oils for Shaye. But it is very scrappy in here. Losses on both sides. Fargo lost 3 RPGs there. One technical there went down for Shaye as well. Fargo upgrading to a second arms dealer. I prefer it when they're both in the same position, because you can just get them waypointed to the same position really quickly and in the tunnel really quick, rather than like driving across the map or microing 2 lots of tunnels. I actually prefer them in the same position. Of course, if you get scud stormed later on, or you lose part of your base, then you're only going to lose one of them because you're spreading your risk around a little bit more. But these tech rebels in the middle are doing very good for both players, actually. Both players have switched ownership of these bunkers so far. And Shaye now trying to grab himself an oil here. But Fargo's already been collecting on this for a while now. And he's got this artillery platform, which is a very strong defense to have. TNT brought in there by Fargo. Does not deny the tunnel, but does kill one of the technicals there for Shaye. Fargo's now started the Scorpion spam. Shaye's already dropping down a palace. Fargo's floating a little bit of cash, although he could be dropping down a palace as well. And trying to clear this with Scorpions against the uncleared bunkers is going to be very difficult to do. So yeah, currently Shaye's on an extra oil than Fargo. However, Fargo's on a whole extra supply. So quite even so far, although I do feel like Fargo's slightly economically ahead. And also I'm pretty sure that that bunker can actually hit these oils. So as long as you can get these oils out of there, you don't have to secure them yourself, don't have to capture them yourself. Because as long as you've got ownership of that and you're killing these oils, then Fargo is still ahead. Fargo with quite a big push over here on the left-hand side. He is bringing rebels here as well. So this building, you would imagine, will be able to go down in a second. That tunnel's going to go down. Technical running around, but that goes down as well. There's an artillery platform, like partly covered by the ground there. Shaye doesn't have it, but Fargo does have his. And Shaye really securing these oils in the middle. He does not want to let them go down, does he? But the problem is, whilst he's securing his left side, he's wide open here on the right. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that that bunker can outrange or can reach within range these oils and start hitting them. Shaye probably wants to abandon that tunnel and start repairing it, but he's just going to let it fall, I think. Yeah, it does fall. It took a while to go down, but it did go down in the end. Shaye's trying to press back, but yeah, Fargo leading now, I think. A supply outweighs one oil, especially when it's a beast supply like that. Like every one of these crates is like 7k, so that's like 21k there by itself. That's 28, 35, 42,000 there, man, if they're all 7. Oh no, then they're not all 7. That's kind of weird. That one there on the end is only 3.75. Okay, so it's about 40k or 35k. So it's still a chunky supply. And having that over one oil, I probably would be choosing the supply. Of course, if it goes super late, you prefer the oil because the oil will never die. Will never expire unless it gets killed. Fargo building his palace. Shaye looks like he's getting battle busters ready. He's already building a market. Crazy big building for 0. And Fargo is pushing forward on that right. But if that artillery platform had been captured by Shaye, he just literally needed to click on it because he's had a rebel there. Then probably that tunnel would be getting denied or at least chipped away out. And Shaye's lost the oil now. Shaye does have the gamma upgrade, but that, look at that range, man. That is insane. And weirdly, Fargo's actually behind in terms of the XP. Shaye's nearly level 3. Shaye's building battle buses. He's going to need something crazy, Shaye. Wow, look at that aggressive tunnel there from Fargo. It's like a size level tunnel, but it's facing the wrong way. It's facing the wrong way. Fargo's just going to carry on doing it. He literally does not care at all. He's just going to carry on doing it. Shaye realizes and wants to clear it out, but he's actually charging down the middle with 4 battle busters here. And this could really wreck Fargo a bit here. The damage that these can output. It's going to take out the palace at least. It's got the gamma upgrade, so they do like what? Is it 50% or 25% extra damage or 30%? It's something crazy, like 30% and above. He's cleared the palace, cleared some tunnels already. He's going to probably clear more tunnels here. 2 of the battle busters get hull moded. 3 of the battle busters get hull moded. But it looks like that oil might go down. It might need to force fire to ground. Yeah, battle busters are weird because they go down to tox weapons. If you get 50% HP on your battle bus and then some tox thing hits you, it automatically hull mode you, like put you into the bunker mode. No matter how much HP or how much damage you took, if you take some toxin damage, it will send you to the hull version, the bunkered version of the bus. If you immediately take any toxin damage at all, like a toxin shell from a scorpion or anything like that. Same from Battle Masters as well, from Nuke Battle Masters. Shaye definitely wants to start force firing that. If he can't hit it normally, he does. There is Jean Michel out though. So this big attack here from Shaye has been shut down now. Fargo did take a massive gaping hole out of his base. Lost a load of tunnels protecting the oil, lost his safe oil. But Fargo has actually counterattacked and missed that. He's actually killed that oil as well. So Shaye's got a big position in the middle, but he's kind of encircled at the moment, apart from this little route here. It looks like Fargo is dominating the map control. Fargo is mined out on his main. Shaye not mined out on his main, but I think he was collecting only with 3 workers for a while, whereas Fargo was collecting on all of his workers. Shaye's massively leading in terms of XP, but if you look at the map though, Fargo's got more blue dots, more map control all over, so it's a two kind of stories. If you just look at the XP, you would think, without seeing the map, you would think Shaye's leading massively, but actually if you look at just the map, the blue dots on the map, it would easily look like Fargo is winning here. But yeah, it's very interesting, the differences in the stats and the map control here. Shaye's like level 4. He's approaching level 5, and Fargo's barely got level 3. Yeah, these battle buses proving to be quite economical, just taking down tanks for free there. Ooh, that was a very nice snipe there in the battle bus, combined with the ambush. Sorry, combined with the Tox Scorpion rocket, just basically one-shotted all the RPGs. And the battle bus goes down. Fargo's still not on the Anthrax Gamma, it looks like. Very important upgrade. Shaye's now mined out on his main. He has got quite a few markets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markets at the top, which is way ahead of Fargo. He's got 1 market. Obviously, both players lost their safe oil. 2, 3, 4, 5 markets for Fargo. But Fargo has a whole extra supply. So Shaye's going to need to think about how he can deal with that. Anthrax Rebels, they're used for Fargo. Doesn't do too much. 1 Scorpion tank has gone down. Probably expect a little bit more out of an ambush like that. I think it was like a level 2 ambush. And Shaye is pushing back on this left-hand side. Not with many tanks, though. Fargo probably has equal amount of units. And it's going to be able to push this back for now. But if you look at the map controls, still Fargo is completely dominating the map. Shaye has this big load of tunnels in the middle, but whilst there's no oils there anymore, it's kind of pointless. This right side was the massive weakness for the oils. If Shaye still had them, I would say he's comfortably in the lead, but the fact that he... Well, would I say he's in the lead? I don't know. With the amount of markets and XP he's got, maybe I would say he's in the lead. But he needs to do something about this supply that Fargo's got, because Fargo's well and truly bunkering in now, and he's going for rocket buggies. So it's going to turn out pretty hard, although the game is still kind of close. Shaye's still leading the way in terms of markets, I think, but probably not for long. Shaye going heavy battle busters once again. 3 battle busters out, and they are annihilating the tank army here of Fargo. 1 battle bus goes down to the rocket buggies. Is he going to re-pop from there? I'm not sure. Jean-Michel snipes the battle bus as the Tox tunnel was on it, and all of the guys inside of it died. Although I'm not sure there were even that many anyway. More rocket buggies here for Fargo. And in the long run now, these should be more economical for Fargo, because you should be able to pick off stuff for free there. I think that battle bus is dead now. Yep. 1 RPG here should go down. He's going to run it over. Go a little bit too close to the Scorpions, though. Is he going to be able to get away? Nope. Loses 1 rocket buggy. He can turn around now, though, and make him pay. He loses 1 more, though. And there is still a Jean-Michel there. That's Fargo's. Not quite sure where all them workers are going. Probably just would send them scattered around the base, like just in random spots, so you can drop down instant tunnels, or you can repair buildings if needed. I don't think sending them all to the enemy base to scout or whatever the hell he's doing is necessarily a good idea, because they're all just free for the taking. What has he actually done there? I don't understand. Why has he selected all of his workers there? Maybe he's just done with them and he just wants them to die or something. You don't want to give away free bounty money to the opponent. Ever, I don't think. No Scud Storms yet. Shaye just going very heavy markets. And another battle bus gets annihilated. Just 1 battle bus by itself when the enemy knows it's coming is probably not the best idea. It's kind of easy for Jean-Michels and the rocket buggies to take out. What you kind of want to do, I mean, it's easier said than done, is distract Fargo somewhere and then come in with a big load of battle buses like he did earlier, and go for the base and take out a lot of key infrastructure. Even if you suicided like 3 or 4 battle buses, but you took out like 3 or 4 markets, I would say that's worth it, as long as you're chipping away at the enemy economy. These workers are getting killed now, and That was Fargo's main leading points that he was collecting on an extra supply the majority of the game. But now he's being harassed here. That's good for Shaye. Definitely wants to be doing that. Fargo loses a couple of buggies. Are we seeing any scud storms yet? And what is it with the... Is it like some Stonehenge symbol? Because Stonehenge is a landmark in the UK. I've driven past it before, but never actually been properly to it. It's basically a load of rocks in a field from like many years ago. And people were like, how the hell did people move these massive rocks into position? It's probably a symbol from Stonehenge, although I am not sure at all. I don't think popping from there is a good idea for Shaye, unless he had like 20 battle busters, but this could be a good bait for the Anthrax bomb. And that's kind of good. Killed the radar van, one buggy. I don't know if he killed one buggy over there, but maybe if that was waited for the Anthrax bomb to come a little bit more to get like right here and then do the sneak attack, that probably would have been better. But Shaye is controlling all of the aggression, or the majority of the aggression here. Fargo's got his Jarman. Fargo's very patient with his Jarman, so you're going to shoot with your Jarman, you better know that Fargo's Jarman's not going to be far away unless you scan it in advance. Now they're both next to each other. Oh, yeah, Fargo's always patient. Shaye got a little bit impatient there and paid the price. Although he's managing to trade off in terms of the buggies. Shaye leading the way probably in terms of markets, although I haven't done an exact count, but Fargo does have quite a few as well, but they're more spread out around the map. Bit of a glitched out fence there. Shaye is holding his ground here in the middle with these huge loads of tunnels there they've got in the middle. He could put his RPGs inside of that bunker. There is a Jarman nearby, I suppose. Someone sniped a ton of stuff. How many of these workers are going to die now? Only one, apparently. The range can't reach to there quite. These RPGs should go down though, surely, yeah. One of them will, yeah. Yeah, oh, a few of the workers going down there as well. Jarman Kell here too. And he's just getting all these free kills on these workers that shouldn't have been brought there in the first place. He's going to allow that one to finish though, apparently. Okay, comes back. Finishes it off. Fargo has got this artillery platform. Shaye is fighting back. He has all of the upgrades on his buggies, but there is a battle bus here now from Fargo. Going to chase that away. Ooh, almost a Fargo pop from Shaye. And Jarman Kell. Has he gone inside? I think he's gone inside. Bit risky being next to a tunnel. You would have thought that would detect it and just shoot it, but it goes in it anyway. And Shaye is holding his own ground there on the right hand side. If we do a market count, then we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then for Fargo, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that bang even? Yeah, they're bang even in terms of markets. But Fargo did have that, but it's gone now. So things are even. So it's 11 markets versus 11 markets, but more map control versus a fully level 5 Tox. Yeah, I think Shaye could have got more out of his level 5. The sneak attack did absolutely nothing because it was right next to a tunnel. But yeah, he was trying to bait the pop, but he should have waited a little bit longer. He's actually making a scud storm now. That will apply the pressure to Fargo more so. Fargo dropping down an extra market, and the third arms dealer indicating he wants to just go heavy ground units rather than turn it into a scud storm war. So Shaye will just need to hold the ground now until he can fire that, and he should have a... I would say a decent advantage, but the base is spread out quite a bit for Fargo, isn't it? So even if you took a scud storm there, you've still got those two to produce from. Because all of his markets are quite spread out as well. Bit of a buggy trade-off here, but I think Shaye is losing that battle, and especially with Fargo now being on 3 arms dealers. Still needs to be upgraded to a real. But you would imagine he's going to start winning the buggy war now, even if he is going even in a few trade-offs, he's going to start climbing the buggy numbers, I think. Fargo's got about 5k, but that's the same 5k that Shaye's actually spent on a Scudstorm. Sneak attack now from Shaye. Is Fargo going to see it? He is sending a battle bus there. But I don't know what that battle bus was doing anyway. Rebel ambush used. He didn't kill a whole lot, to be honest. I think a bit of a bigger pop there from Shaye would have done quite a bit. If he'd have done a bigger pop, took out that battle bus whilst it was over here, and then used the rebel ambush, that could have achieved a lot more. But once again, the sneak attack not achieving a lot. Is that going to come back to bite him if he goes on to lose this game? Could well do. Whilst everything else is pretty even, when Fargo gets to level 5, you can imagine his sneak attacks and Anthrax might do more damage than we've seen from Shaye so far. Fargo's pushing back heavily here on this right-hand side. Is the Anthrax bomb nearly ready for Shaye? Because he might need it over here to defend. And his Scudstorm... is it going to finish? Ooh, Worker gets stopped at 98%. Sneak attack now deployed from Fargo right in front of the Scudstorm. Is Fargo going to pop from that? I don't advise it. Sneak attack doesn't achieve anything, just like the previous 2 we've seen from Shaye. Jean gets a vet 2 from the scrap. Sometimes that does happen. And Frex bomb from Fargo kind of stops all the defense of this Scudstorm now from Shaye. That's kind of a massive blow because Fargo also has her Scudstorm on the way, and you have to imagine that one is actually going to finish. I think Fargo's very used to these late game GLA games. From all of his matches with Sires, didn't we see like an hour game once? But Shaye needs to finish that Scudstorm ASAP, otherwise Fargo's going to be able to launch it first. There's a few little things here from Shaye that I feel like if he'd just correct them, he'd be probably easily leading now. But yeah, not finishing that Scudstorm now means Fargo launches his first. That's going to change things a bit. His next Anthrax bomb, you're kind of hoping that does some damage for him. Otherwise, that's all of his level 5 stuff. Not achieving so much. Maybe again you can bait out the rocket buggies in a big fight and then drop the Anthrax on top of it, or do some kind of a sneak and block the pop from Fargo. I don't know, let's say you did a sneak attack there and you Anthraxed there. Probably one of the best things you could do, actually. Sneak attack now from Shaye, down in the bottom left, but it's right near a tunnel. Is there any Anthrax bomb? No, there is a Jean-Michel brought out. Snipes a buggy, kills a worker and goes. Okay, obviously we can see the map. We know down here with an Anthrax bomb would kind of be nice. Taken for an Anthrax bomb now from Shaye. But poorly timed again, I think. Killed a bit of stuff, I mean. If Fargo just pops one Scorpion and force fires there, it can be cleared. That one Scorpion has gone down, though. The Scudstorms aren't too far apart, about 20 seconds-ish. Rebel ambush. Clears everything, and we're back to kind of a stalemate, but Shaye with less map control. Shaye building more markets. Seems to have quite a few units out. He's upgrading to a 3rd arms dealer now to even up the production. Shaye is gaining ground, there's no doubt about that. Ever since that Anthrax bomb, actually, it has slowed Fargo down a bit. And Shaye is gaining ground. Fargo's at risk of losing one market, maybe the palace eventually, but Fargo brings in some reinforcements. It's got Jean-Michel here sniping the RPGs. And the battle continues. The grind continues for gaining ground for Shaye. And he uses Rebel Ambush, but that wasn't ideal, though, because he didn't even clear that bunker, really. Or stop many units. They all kind of got run over straight away by the looks of things. Shaye's bringing in a bunch of RPGs. And his Jarman as well. So if there is an enemy Jarman, Shaye might be able to strike back. Yeah, map control wise, Fargo is letting it slip a little tiny bit. Shaye now has 2 Scud Storms out, by the way. Second one is here. It's a little bit open, but not too much. Here comes a sneak attack now from Fargo. Gets shut down instantaneously, really. Right in front of a tunnel. Nice pop there from Shaye. He's got his base kind of nicely covered. Here comes a sneak attack now from Shaye. Oh, man. Right in front of a tunnel again. Surely there are some better spots, man. Behind here? Don't know. It's quite a good tunnel coverage for both players, but there have been some better opportunities, I think. But yeah, you got to remember they've only got 1 radar van, 1 scan. They just scan somewhere and just place it and hope for the best, whereas we can see the whole map. But okay, another market dropped down from Shaye, slowly expanding his base. Slowly chipping away here at Fargo. Fargo's losing grounds. Fargo's got a Scud Storm to fire in 8 seconds. Now let's see how much stuff he's got inside of his tunnel. Pretty full. So I think he's going to go for a Scud Storm and potential... Oh no, he can't go for a sneak attack because he's just used it. He might go for a Scud Storm and then an attack. I think that's his best chance. Scud Storm is fired now from Fargo. And that is going to go on the enemy Scud Storm. Does it take it down, though? I think it just leaves it low, doesn't it? Yeah, it leaves it low. Does that go down eventually? I think it might. I think that might go down in a second, you know, because I think behind the scenes that's like 0.001%. But it is slowly taking damage. Where's the Scud hit for Shaye? Oh, it hit the palace. Okay. Yeah, that one went down eventually. Okay, okay. Did go down eventually. I don't think you can clear that with the Toxin Tunnel. Fargo is losing... sorry, he's gaining ground, rather, on the right side. Shaye also pushing here, though. A little bit weird. And Frax Bomb comes in for the defense of Fargo. If it drops there, that's kind of good, man. Oh, my God. That could be legendary. When's it going to drop? It drops here. Shaye bringing his buggies through, but 4 of them die. Starts force firing the ground. Battle Bus is getting in, combined with 1 of the buggies. And yeah, Shaye's got a big hole in his base here at the top right. He's trying to bring the buggies back. He's selling 1 market so he can get the vision or line of sight that he needs. And it looks like he actually might hold. This is a crazy game, this one. This is crazy. Fargo's hitting the CC, but I don't think you should be hitting the CC at that point. CC takes an enormous amount of time to kill. You want to always stick by this rule. Kill what kills you first, and then you'll be able to kill everything else for free later. That's the golden rule. But especially hitting a CC in a big battle. I mean, eventually you might kill it if Shaye doesn't repair it. He's got a worker there he could do. But really, you can waste a lot of time hitting a CC. Better if you want to kill buildings and sacrifice units is hitting markets and stuff. Because CC can just be repaired. Wow, it's another sneak attack from Fargo, but is that going to achieve anything? Battle Buzz pops. Fargo is committing to a big attack. There's another Scud Storm ready to fire for Shaye now. Shaye's got so many buggies here, but they are close quarters with the Scorpions. Only a few Scorpions remaining, though. He's got a few Scorpions of his own compared with his, or combined with his Jarman. Scud Storm fires now for Shaye. It is the middle one here. Where is that one going to land? Going to go all the way across the map. Okay, 2 markets. 2 markets is good, I think. Probably puts him slightly ahead in terms of the markets now, although we're not going to do another count. You can see another palace drop down there for Fargo at the bottom right. And I think Shaye is slightly in the lead now. Maybe. Because he's winning the ground fight, and his base is very compact. It's very hard to get any kind of a sneak done. There's a few spots where a sneak might get something done for Shaye, but he's got ground momentum at the moment, and he's pushing Fargo back. Fargo needs to get his buggy numbers up so he can shut this down from Shaye. But every time he is sacrificing his units for it. And Shaye's got a nice mix of scorpions here for close quarters, combined with his rocket buggies. Continues the push. Fargo loses a black market. And the momentum here at the moment is all with Shaye. He's got fully upgraded everything. His scorpions have got literally all the upgrades. Same for the rocket buggies, but I can't see many units out for Fargo at the moment at all. He's got 2 buggies here. Is he producing from all 3 of these war factories? Or does he have the cash even for it? It seems like Shaye's cash here has gone out of control now. Because all of this stuff he's killing, he's getting the bounty money for it. And it looks like Shaye might have done it. Let's see if Fargo's able to hold. This army is thinning out a little bit. Sneak attack now for Shaye. He wants to take down this Scud Storm before it is able to launch in 28 seconds. Is he going to be able to do that? There is a DoMiNaToR here. Need to be careful next to that tunnel, but it looks like that Scud Storm might actually get taken out. It gets sold, so it's definitely not going to fire. Gets sold, goes down, and Shaye can just evac that position. Now he's got what he wanted. Maybe he wants to now push on the left. He could also just push on the right. Needs to build another couple of tunnels here. He's floating 10k, so we can afford maybe another arms dealer. Or at least another couple of tunnels. Fargo trying to creep forward with these tunnels here. Fargo's not dead yet. That attack kind of has dried up, but I think it's more Shaye's decision to lay off for now. Rebel ambush accidentally kills a Shaman there. That was kind of nice. And the game continues. Don't see any player giving up anytime soon. Fargo's taking, I think, the most damage and probably the most likely to throw in the GG. However, I don't think it's near finish. Shaye does have a crazy amount of cash, though. I don't know why he's not dropping down more markets or at least more production. I don't think there's any excuse to be floating 11 or 12k. I think he was up to like 15k a second ago. At least more tunnels covering this. Another big pop from Fargo takes down another Scorpion. DoMiNaToR raining down some damage on his RPGs. Shaman versus Shaman, and Shaye finds the enemy Shaman this time. I think he just preemptively scanned there and shot it down. Shaye needs to be careful though, otherwise his Shaman will get found now. He's actually going to hug the mountain so he can get away. But yeah, clearly a scan has been used there. However, Shaman now escapes anyway. Ooh, that was a nice shot from a Scorpion there. Definitely worth it. To kill 1 RPG and 2 buggies, definitely worth it. So the game continues. Shaye now spent all of his cash. He's built another Scud Storm and another War Factory. So he's on 4 arms dealers. Built another couple of markets. Fargo probably slightly more map control still. Shaye with the middle still, but Fargo more with the flanks. An attack here from Fargo, and that is a decent Anthrax bomb, but just a little bit too short in time to save his own sneak attack. We've got a 6-second Scud timer. It's going to be that one again. It only feels like... How long ago did he fire that? It only feels like 2 seconds ago he fired that. It can't be that one again, surely. Is my brain just suffering a time lapse or something? But it literally only feels like, I want to say a couple of minutes, not 5 minutes since that one last fired. But I don't know, maybe my mind's sidetracked. I don't know. Nice Scud either way, takes down the palace, but not completely though. Fargo's got a nice amount of buggies out now. But Shaye with a nice defense so far. Only 3 buggies there remaining for Fargo. Shaye with a 2 Scud Storm lead. The pressure is on Fargo to make something happen now. But against this economy of Shaye, combined with that production, I can't see him getting pushed back too much without Shaye being able to defend it based on the 36 minutes that we've seen so far. Another palace being dropped down by Fargo, but that palace will eventually rebuild, so you're in a bit of a predicament there. Do you... Yeah, oh, what's it? What the hell? He's building 3 palaces. Okay, that's nice. Picked off one of them. 3 Palace Fargo. That's like an advancement on the 2cc Fargo that we've seen in the past. The 3 Palace. It is very, very high IQ because it's like, okay, you killed the first one, but voila, I still have a spare. That's like a high IQ move. But if you make 3 palaces, then the enemy might think they're very smart killing 2 of them, but then you're like, aha, I've got a 3rd backup. So that might be the thinking. He might just be trying to do high IQ moves. Of course, that does cost 7.5k, and you probably haven't got the units then to defend them. But yeah, I think that's the line of thinking. But it looks like he might lose 2 of them anyway, because this one is already under pressure. Rebel ambush used for Fargo there at the top right. Kills some of the units there for Shaye. Ooh. Jean-Michel micro was poured out from Fargo to transfer it into a tunnel, and Fargo's been defeated. You know full well that was a rage quit. He was literally controlling units to the very end there because those units were being moved back and immediately surrendered. There's no way in hell he had time to type GG there. There is no way in hell. But yeah, maybe he's more annoyed that his 3 palace strat wasn't paying off, or one of them was going to go down, or 2 of them were going to go down. Maybe it's something like that. But anyway, that was a really cool Tox mirror. Regardless of whether that was a rage quit or not, I don't know. It was still an epic Tox mirror. It was kind of like all over the place, really. Shaye was leading the way in terms of XP. Fargo was leading the map control. Fargo was winning... Was he winning most of the engagements? Nah, I suppose he wasn't really winning most of the engagements all the way through. He was at times winning some of them. But clearly, Shaye must have been winning most of them because he was massively ahead in terms of XP. Was it those 4 battle buses that was like one of the key winning moves? He ran in, killed a load of tunnels, got himself loads of XP, killed loads of Fargo's army, killed that safe oil. But then again, also Fargo killed Shaye's safe oil at around about the same time. So it could have been that. Shaye also was slow building his 98% Scud Storm. Fargo launched his first. Shaye's base was more compact, whereas Fargo's was spread around all of the map and had loads more map control. But Shaye just like concentrated his base, usually had more markets. Yeah, it was kind of 2 very different Toxes there, but Shaye ultimately came out on top. So yeah, GG, well played to him. And let me know if you think that was a rage quit there at the end from Fargo. And see you in the next one. GG.